Hi, this is Dean Takahashi at VentureBeat. We're here at Demo, and I'm here with Jim Myrick, who's the Chief Executive of NetToons. Hi, Jim.
Hi, how's it going?
Tell us what you got here.
Well, you're about to see a real-time animation engine. What I'm going to do is start working with my content navigator on the right-hand side and start dragging and dropping media elements onto my stage. I simply hold down my mouse button and I start creating animations. This is about 49 frames of animation.
So this basically lets people just create their own animations from scratch, really.
That's right.
But you've pre-built a lot of things for people here.
We've done all the hard parts so that you don't have to. Even if you don't know how to draw, you can use this application. I just dropped down a 300 frame tracking dolly shot. And now I'm going to go get the star of our show, Emily the Strange. You can see that I have all the different ways that I could imagine using Emily, from walking to running. And now I'm going to just drag around the stage in real time, and I'm recording on top of the background that I just snapped into place. A lot of the fun is clipping together, stringing together the different animations. So here I'm going to get a picture of Emily, and I'm going to move her from walking face on to running sideways. But now I'm going to hold my arrow key and make her get bigger. I can make her get smaller in real time. So I have complete 360-degree freedom of movement. Now I'm going to go back to my background and say, let's move indoors now that we've got an establishing shot for outdoors. We're going to move into her attic. Emily's kind of a creepy goth girl, so she's got a lot of scary Halloween type stuff. So I've just inserted this frame of animation now. I'm going to go back and get Emily, where I can go and get props out of the prop library. Here you see that we have props that are animated and static, and they're categorized. In this case, we're going to get a prop from the household objects. I'm going to bring this in and drop it into place. This is what we call real-time visual choreography. This is what shows off the power of a real-time engine. What I'm about to show you simply can't be done with a scripting-based system, a system like a Flash, right? You see now that this is a Flash application, this isn't video, and I can get very fast movements through the shuttle, or I can go frame by frame if I want for precise control. Now I'm going to go get another Emily, but this time I'm going to have her punching the light bulb. So I come down, I get a shot of Emily punching, and I bring her onto the stage. And I'm going to make sure that she doesn't fall into the trap door, but also move around the light bulb in real time. The characters are ordered in three-dimensional space based on the layer ladder here on the left. So as I bring things in, they come one on top of each other like a traditional animation system with a background and acetate overlays. I'm going to come back now and show you how easy it is to bring another Emily in. In this case, I'm going to bring her in from the back. And again, I'm Steven Spielberg. I'm going to say, Emily, honey, get a little closer. We need to zoom up here. I want you on this side. Now watch how I actually cover up the light bulb by moving her around. And again, that simply can't be done with any system where I have to go offline, edit a script file, and come back online. Real-time animation system, real-time visualization is only as good as its editing capability, because now I've done things in a very gross, many frames, but now I want to edit these. I can go back here and I can select this, and I can start to edit her over time. I can have her held to the end of time. I can clip her from now to the end of time. So that's one of the concepts that most people have to get introduced to, is I'm now authoring over time in 3 dimensions.
And you've got a sort of brand involvement here too, and you're only doing things that are pre-approved by the brand.
Right, by the brand, because most brands don't want the fans to mess up their brand. They've worked so hard to create this image, and most Emily fans want Emily. They normally would be taking pictures of their posters and their t-shirts, so they actually want the authentic, real animation, the real brand, the content that was created by the creator.
She's like a very popular character with millions of fans, I guess. Right?
She sells about $35–40 million worth of merchandise a year, primarily t-shirts and backpacks and fashion accessories. She's a fashion lifestyle brand. We actually get traffic from about 135 countries right now. I would say 80–90% of them are girls. What's interesting is we get a lot of traffic from Latin American countries as well as Islamic countries. So this seems to be something very popular. Even though the fans aren't out buying the merchandise, they still really like Emily, and they like the empowerment of being able to create their own content. So instead of being a passive consumer, we're turning everyone into a brand ambassador, because when they share these with their friends, as you can imagine, a friend who's also an Emily the Strange fan has a real good chance of opening up this email when I send it to them and watching it. And they'll sit there and watch one after another. Often they'll watch for 2 to 3 minutes, maybe as long as 10 minutes, let's say. In the Netherlands right now, they're averaging about 10 minutes. The big fans there. During that time, we're able to monetize the person through advertising, pre-rolls, mid-rolls, and post-rolls, as well as direct transactions. Built right in is a music discovery and recommendation engine. If you've never heard of Miss Kitten's Bat Box, you might think she's a good band, unsigned band, that you want to check out the music. You can sample the music, And now when you think you have a good background, that you like the background, then you simply drag the record album onto the stage, and that becomes the background for your little mini video. So when I share it to a friend, they've now heard this new music that they like as well, and we can have a one-click direct transaction to buy that song from iTunes or whatever.
So in summary, it really democratizes the process of creating animations and gives brands control as well.
You know, it's a lot of fun to make a visual image like this, and why keep it to the Hollywood professionals? If I don't go to film school, I still want to be able to get on the dance floor to do this. So that's our goal, is to make it simple for anyone, even if they're not a professional animator or in the Hollywood system, to actually author something like this, very high quality, on their desktop in a browser.
Cool. That's Jim Myrick, the CEO of NetToons at the demo conference. Thank you.
Thank you.